Hi everyone, welcome to week 6. This module you're going to be building a learning guide. Learning guides are excellent tools that allow you to clarify the expectations for students for the individual week that they're on. They also allow you to align your module's activities and readings most optimally with your module objectives so that you stay on task and you can always reflect on how well your activities align with what it is students are supposed to be able to know and do by the end of the week. So let me jump into the learning guide for the week to show you an example. You see learning guides like this every week in OTLL. They're basically a roadmap, a learning guide. First you have learning objectives. What are you going to do this week and how will you know when you have gotten there? How will you know that you've done everything that you're assigned? So by the end of this module, you will be able to list the resources and activities in a module. We also want you to create a module learning guide, and we want you to complete a peer review in Canvas. Once you've done those things, we'll know that you have completed everything for the week. Those are the skills that we want you to have. Next, we want you to think about assignments, and readings, and resources. Your learning guide should identify resources and activities people need to do and read in order to succeed that week. So, how will you get there? Well, you're going to discuss how to build a learning guide. You're also going to do a peer review of another person's learning guide. And what will you need to help you get there? Well, we have this page here on how you can design web pages to guide learning. We have this resource here on how you can design accessible content. And we also have this resource here that shows you how you can do a peer review. And we have some additional readings too. A sample learning guide about how you can create a learning guide like this, but as a file instead of a Canvas page. And other resources as well that help you reflect upon the design of your course and upon the workload that you're giving to your students as well, and whether or not you've accessibly designed your your learning guide. Just to give you some feedback on accessible design of a learning guide, if you're designing yours in Canvas, great tool to use is a little accessibility now. You will check the accessibility of your learning guide to ensure that it's accessible as possible. A couple of tips. If you want to accentuate sections, make sure to use the little paragraph section here and choose the header level that you think is most appropriate. We use header 2. The reason why is because header 2 is sort of optimally designed to be scanned by people reading a web page. It's the first thing that jumps out of the eyeball. Also, for people who are differently able, blind or visually impaired, for example, they'll use screen readers to read your learning guides. And their screen reader is capable of scanning the page and reading aloud to them every header first. So they have an idea about what a page is going to be about before they even have to scan the bullets within there. So that's what we're talking about when we talk about accessibility. And there are other things too as well in order to make things as accessible as possible. So for our discussion for the week, what we'll ask you to do is first, you want to make sure you have well-defined course and module outcomes before you get into this, so that you can clearly identify what those objectives are in your learning guide. And essentially, we want you to create a learning guide in your Canvas sandbox that will introduce students to the content module that you're working on. Make sure you include outcomes, the objectives, what you expect students to get out of it, with a list of assignments and readings for the week. So, what you'll do is you're going to submit the following for this assignment. There is a secret URL that enables students to, or your fellow participants in OTLL, to enroll in your Canvas course shell. This link will show you how you can use it. Just submit that for part 1, and then submit a link to the learning guide that you've designed. Then, do a peer review. We have a little video here that shows how to do it. Now, the peer review should be automatically assigned to you when the due date for the assignment comes. However, if you haven't submitted yet, it might not assign you one. So if you don't see an assigned peer review to you, make sure to reach out to us and we can manually assign one to you. That is the primary assignment for the week. And this assignment here just exists so that we can have a column in the gradebook to give you feedback about whether you've done the peer review of the learning guide. And that's it for the week, ladies and gentlemen. We want you to look at what is going to be happening holistically in the content module you're designing in your sandbox. And we want you to design a learning guide that will guide your prospective students through that experience. So if you have any questions about that, please reach out to us in the Questions and Resources Forum, or reach out to us directly at tlc@lasalle.edu. You can also reach us at 617-243-2001. Thanks, everybody. Looking forward to seeing you online.